Good morning, Miss Nisha. My name is Kylie. Today I'm going to present to you about the financial statement of the CSL Limited Company. Let's get started. First of all, I will bring to you some general information about financial statement. Number one is what is your objective of general purpose financial reporting? Firstly, to provide the information to the management of an organization, which is if for the purpose of planning, analysis, and decision making. Secondly, to provide the information to the investor, promoter, debt provider, and creditor, which is to enable them to make rational and prudent decisions regarding investment credit. 3. Provide information to shareholder and public at large in case of listed company about various aspects of an organization. 4. To provide information about the economic resources of an organization, claim to those resources like liability and owner equity. Let's move on number 2, the user financial statement and what's the need for their reporting. 1. Investor. They require information to determine whether to invest based on the future profitability, return, or capital growth. 2. Creditor. Require information to determine whether to grant credit based on risk and ability of the entity to repay debt. Customer require information on whether an entity will continue to honor product warranties and support its product lines. Last one is government authority, like ATO. They require information to calculate the amount of tax owing and whether the entity comply with the tax law. 3. Natural and purpose of financial reporting. Purpose of a statement of profit, loss, or income statement is to show the reader how much profit or loss an organization generated during the reporting period. Purpose of statement of change in equity to show the equity movement during the accounting period and to reconcile the beginning and ending equity balances. Purpose of statement of financial position, as known as a balance sheet, presents the financial position of an entity at a given date. It helps the user of the financial statement to assess the financial soundness of an entity in terms of liquidity risk, financial risk, credit risk, and business risk. Last one is the purpose of statement of the cash flow. Is to present cash inflow and outflow for a reporting period to the reader of the reporting. This inflow and outflow are further classified into the operating, investing, and financing activity. Let's get to know about the CL company. CL Limited is the second largest company in Australia in terms of market cap at 141.3 billion Australian dollars. The company was founded in 1916 as Commonwealth Serum Laboratories to service the health needs of a nation isolated by World War I. It was incorporated as CL Limited in 1991 and listed on the ASX in 1994. It is headquartered in Parkville, Australia. In addition to Australia, the company does business primarily in United States, Germany, the UK, Switzerland, and China. Secondly, CL strategy is to develop and deliver innovative medicines that save lives, protect public health, and help people with life-threatening medical conditions live full life. Consistent with this strategy, in 2018, CL has delivered such a leading growth through efficient plasma production and product sale, expanded into new markets, including China, expanded our product pipeline portfolio through acquisition and research and development, and delivered on our influencer strategy. CL also extended its plasma collection network with 27 new centers opened and completed capacity expansion projects. Let's together have a look some highlights of the business of the company in 2018 report. The CL Group announced a net profit after tax of 1,728.9 million US dollar for the 12 months ended 30 June 2018, and up to 29.3% when compared to the prior comparable period. Underlying net profit after tax at constant currency grew 28.1% when compared to the prior comparable period. Sales revenue was 7,587.9 million US dollar, up to 11.8% on an underlying constant currency basis when compared to the prior comparable period, with research and development expenditure of US 702.4 million US dollar. Net cash inflow from operating activities were 1,902.1 million US dollar. Now let's talk about sustainable development goal of the company. Firstly, its purpose. CL has an environment, health, safety, and sustainability strategic plan that ensures its facilities operate to industry and regulatory standards. This strategy includes compliance with the government regulation and commitment to continuously improve the health and safety of the workforce, as well as minimizing the impact of the operation on the environment. There are two goals that a company has achieved. One is no environment breaches have been notified by Environment Protection Authority in Victoria, Australia, or by any other equivalent Australian interstate operation during the year ended 30 June 2018. As part of compliance and continuous improvement in the regulatory and voluntary environmental performance, CSL continues to report on key environmental issues including energy consumption, emission, water use, and management of waste as part of CSL annual corporate responsibility report and submission to the Carbon Disclosure Project. Next, business risk. There are two many factors could impact on the financial performance of the company. First one is the healthcare industry risk. CL face competition from pharmaceutical companies and biotechnology companies. This may impact our ability to access fast-growing strategic market and may result in reduced product sales and lower prices. In addition, industry-wide shift in demand for our product may affect our business and operation. Number two is tax risk. Tax reform policy continues to be a topic of discussion in the United States and many other countries in which we operate. Change in tax law or exposure to additional tax liability may have an impact on our financial performance. Let's review the financial statement of the company CL Limited on 30 June 2018. Profitability of the company. As shown in the picture, the profitability did improve since the last financial year. Net profit increased from 1,337.4 million US dollar in 2017 to 1,728.9 million US dollar in 2018. It means increase by 0.29%. The main source of income were from sale revenue, which is $7,587.9 million. Total comprehensive income grew up from 1,510.4 million US dollar to 1,661.6 million US dollar in 2018, increasing by 0.1%. All expenses are also increased since last year, around 0.1%. The largest expense still come from selling and market expense. It was 697 million US dollar in 2017 and come up to 786.2 million US dollar in the following year. Number 9, trends in equity. As you can see, during the current year, total shareholder equity increased from $3,163.8 million to $4,079.9 million. This was due to increased profit and a divided reinvestment plan. In current year, the company stopped to issue the share. Besides, the company also paid dividends for all shareholder amount of $672.2 million. About cash flow statement, comparing with 2017, net cash flow from operating activity have been increasing by $656 million, $1,902.1 million in 2018 and $1,246.6 million for previous year. After paid for supply, employee paid for taxes and borrowing cost. Net outflow from financing activity increased by $268.1 million. At the end, cash and equivalent of financial year decreased from $843 million to $812.7 million recent year. From statement of the financial position of the company, there was an increase in net assets from $3,163.8 million to $4,079.9 million. Property, plant, and equipment totaling $3,551.4 million. The most significant liability in the list is in interest-bearing liabilities value of $4,160.6 million. Based on all the information and analysis above, as we know, sale revenue increased from $6.6 billion to $7.5 billion in years 2017 to 2018. This led to net profit grow by 0.29% compared with the 2017. In addition, total shareholder equity also increased sharply after a year operating by approximately $1 billion. Therefore, if I was the potential investor, I would invest share of this company. Yep. So this brings to the end of my presentation today. Thank you for your listening and have a good day, Miss.